in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey adds the extra point,
and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down, getting this 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Jackson now.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Jackson. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, Mayfield.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to air one out. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Dobbins.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Still fighting for more. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you're playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
Exactly.
there. But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson on the move to his left, and that'll be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coach coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. Defense leads to 6 points.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Flush to his right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Andrew Billings, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Yes, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Looking to throw. Jackson escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the